You're watching EVH and Gear TV, brought to you by Stewart Travel Guitars. See the incredible stowaway travel guitar at stewartguitars.com. Microphones for EVH and Gear TV are provided by Rode Microphones. And official Van Halen merchandise is provided by VanHalenStore.com. Here's your host from Ontario, Canada, EVH artist Eric Broadbent.
Hey, we're working. We are working really, really good. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday evening to you all. I think our internet is fixed. I really do think it's fixed. I've been doing speed tests all afternoon. Those of you that follow me on Facebook and things like that as well, too, you know, I've been complaining about this lately. Our internet speed was just going to crap. I had to cancel, one show way back, about 2 months back, and then 2 shows back to back, which was absolutely horrific, embarrassing on my end. I had to cancel Alex Golnick and Stevik McKay from over in Australia from 12 Foot Ninja as well too. But we're back. Both of those guests have, you know, graciously said, hey, we get it. We understand that stuff. It's the nature of the internet. And so we're going to get them back for sure. But I'm doing some tests because I've got Blue Saraceno on the show tomorrow night. And I'm not seeing any problems. Let me know, people in the chat, if everything looks good and sounds good. I'm very confident. I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm a little sore. My hands are very sore today. Nocturnal Butterfly had me working pretty hard outside of the house today, so I'm quite sore. I've got some skin missing in some spots, but you know, I'm a baby. I'm complaining too much. But I'm going to play some guitar tonight, and I think everything is looking really good, and I'm in a really good guitar playing mood. Let's see. I got a text message coming in. I say hi to a whole bunch of people here right away. Let's see what Nocturnal's saying here. Typing something. Okay, while she's typing, let's go say hi to a whole bunch of people. We'll do this as well too. I'll stay on this camera. We got Terry Himes is here. Rock and Roll Guitar Lounge is here. Oh, good. She's saying it sounds great. That sounds awesome. And I'm tuned way down right now too. I'm way down. So here's standard guitar. There's standard, half step down, one down, and then two down where I wasn't meant to go. I like that way down there. All courtesy of Variax and Helix. All right. Rock and Roll Guitar Lounge is here. People are talking about cooking some liver and onions somewhere. That actually makes me hungry, and I haven't had liver since I was a kid. Charles Green is here. Quentin James, Wally in the Box. I'm going to play a song for you tonight no one's ever heard later on here. Janice Lala is here. Brad Miller, Denny Allen. So we're streaming good, man. I'm really happy with this. I think we got our problem fixed. What it was, I'm going to say probably about 2 or 3 weeks back, you probably saw me playing this guitar. I was jamming. I had a great jam, and I was actually going to be unboxing this guy right here, this Rode NT1 microphone for Nocturnal there. And so I was playing, and all of a sudden my stream just went to crap. I froze. Nocturnal was texting me saying, hey, you're freezing. And I was looking at my bandwidth. I was dropping literally down to zero. It's almost coming down to a complete parked vehicle. And then ever since, I never recovered. During the daytime, it was fine. During the nighttime, it was getting bad. Only getting out of a 10 meg up connection, I was getting on a good night half of a meg. And I mean, that's like not very good. I mean, that's horrible. So I contacted my provider, who I used to work for years ago. Long story short, we got him out here today finally, and he ran a scan at my modem and found that there's a lot of noise on our line. And we live in a very, very old home, and I think there's probably a lot of splits of cable in this house from people using satellite dishes and things like that way back in the day. So being that I used to work for cable, I said, why don't we cut out the middleman here, and let's run, so we ran a brand new line from the road to the house back just before the winter, because we had a construction crew out front putting in new sidewalks, and they cut our cable line 3 times, which was buried. So I said, let's make sure that doesn't happen again. Let's run a new aerial line. I helped him because I used to do this stuff. And so we ran that to the house. And then today, when he came here, he detected the noise. He was going to send back another crew and do some maintenance at the road. I'm like, come on, I know how this goes. You're not going to send back a crew. So we ran a new line. We ran a new line right at the house, right around the perimeter of the house, drilled into my studio here, and right directly to my modem. So in cable standards, when it comes to internet, the less splits and splices that you have, the better. Your modem should always be on the very first splice. We don't have cable TV here, so basically the cable coming in goes to our modem, and that's it. So we have a brand new line from the road to the house, which is, I'm going to say, probably 80 feet. And then about another 40 feet into the house on the brand new cable. It's working, and I think we're rocking. I've been doing tests all day, so I can shut up and we can actually play some guitar. And we're going to talk about some of the cool stuff that Nocturnal's got coming up on her channel here soon too. Let's keep saying hi for a second. I don't want to miss anybody. So Quentin James, Wally in the Box, Charles Green, I might have mentioned, Janice Lala, Brad Miller, Denny Allen. I think I saw Guitar Hack in here somewhere down towards the bottom. Joey Verhuri, Joey Hervé 84. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I know you were just saying hi to me over on Hack's channel too. That's a great stream he had. Michael Easter here. Jeff T. Rockin' Dave Byron. He says he likes the drop tuning. Thank you very much. I like it too. I like tuning down. Scott Connors here. Gary Tholander. Quentin's taking off for a second. He'll probably be back in a minute. Stephen S. Coffee lover, eh, buddy? Maybe do some Van Halen for you. Yeah, Mike Lisa says new stash trim. It's on its way back. I ordered a new one. It takes forever to get these things from Amazon. I mean, forever. I'm an Amazon Prime member too. It takes me forever to get these things from them. Barefoot Mode is here. Well done him. Guitar Hack, there he is. All right. Scott Connor says stream is fine. Big Fly Music. Big Fly says, damn, none of the YouTube guitarists are drunks. I want to see some train wrecks. And you know what? I'm going easy tonight. I have plain old-fashioned Pepsi. Pepsi it is. I was going to go get a coffee. I asked Nocturnal if she wanted a late-night tea. And it's probably a good idea that she said no, because a coffee at this hour, I would probably be wired and I'd be up all night. But I got some little bit of caffeine to go, and I think it's going to do me well. I play much better, too, when I don't drink. I feel much better in the morning, too. Let me see what's shaking, Eric. That's from Gary Tholen. There's Sean Pierce Johnson. Hey, buddy, I scrolled too fast. I'm going to go to the bottom. I'm going to come back up. I'm going to say hello, aloha from Hawaii because I can't pronounce the name very well. So hello, aloha, Hawaii. Thank you for tuning in. Alex Radford is here. RJ the Mad One. And Sean Pierce Johnson says, I know he was telling me he had some internet problems, I think, too. He said, I had the exact problem with my cable provider. Internet was terrible. Had people 4 times to fix. No luck. Finally caved in, went fiber optic. Yeah, I wish I could go fiber. First of all, it's super expensive here, but I can't even get it in my exact immediate area. And my only other provider I could have switched to was someone 10 times less speed than I have already. So I was kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. But I am really happy with how this is going. I'm looking at my connection right now. 4,500 bits per second. I mean, that's pretty good. Let me see what I'm missing. Gary Holt is here. Deeds is in the house. Congrats again to Gary Holt. He won some heavy equipment today in online contest. $14,000 worth of stuff. Pretty awesome. Jason Wade is here. Sorry for the added hiss here. That's from this microphone. I've got a cloud. Whoops, I just threw a pick away. I don't know why I'm reaching for picks when I have them all over the desk here, but I'm using a cloud lifter on my microphone for extended gain, so that's adding a little bit of that hiss. So I apologize on that. Django is here, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Chris Bevan is here. Barefoot Mode, Rockin' D. Byron. I think I mentioned that. Sometimes I'll say names a few times, and sometimes I won't even mention them by accident, so I apologize. And I forget what I was even saying a second ago. But we're going to go all over the place with some guitar tonight. So I'm glad Sean got his internet working good. Alex Radford is here. Okay, and I think Terry's here. Terry's GG&G. I didn't get a chance to see him and say hi, so there he is. Scroll back up. Daniel Horsley is here. Thank you so much for tuning in. And so you guys and girls are all part of the internet testing tonight to make sure we're back on track for Blue Saraceno tomorrow and future guests as well, too. All right. So this preset I'm playing right now is my Big Martin preset. I'm going to put this up on Custom Tone very, very soon, but it's beautiful for a Variax. You don't have to use it on the Shuriken Variax like I'm playing. Any Variax will work, but as I showed just a minute ago, is your traditional tuning. Half step down just with a snapshot. And then a full step down. And then 2 all steps down. But we're going to jump over to my favorite, my new Boston's Pizza. I love this preset. I wrote this one back. This one's up on Custom Tone right now. There's 2 versions of it. There's Boston's Pizza for the Helix, which I'm playing right now, and there's also Boston's Pizza HX, which is for the HX Stomp. And what that means, Boston's Pizza, this was my tribute to Steve from Boston's live preset tone using the angle amplifier, and he even commented saying it's like damn close. And I like the beefiness of this. It's got a rhythm preset, lead. We can jump over to acoustic as well too. What's gonna go back to regular tuning now? can actually even loop it with the looper in here. I put a looper on the preset too. Watch this. There we go. A little bit of a looper fun. Jump down to the bottom. Let's play some along with some music, and we'll see. I might have to adjust some backing track levels. We'll do a couple that were in 440 at the moment. Let's see what we got here. All right, this one. Let me see. We'll try to. Is this Pass You By? I think it is. All right, so we're going to go over to my old preset from a long time ago. It's actually called Eric Triple, and it's a pretty nice preset. I think I went too far. Bear with me here. Looking for Eric Triple. Where'd we go on that one? Oh, there we go. All right, so that has a nice clean. Let's get out of the looper. Let's get out of that. Get out of acoustic mode. Okay, and I'm going to bring my level back because now we're starting to peak a little bit. All right, so we got now. Terry, thank you. I appreciate that, Terry. Okay, we're going to play a song called Pass You By that was in the action movie called A Case of Deceit. Let's give her a try. What'd you think of that one? I like that. That's a lot of fun. I really like that tune. That part of the solo, I've said this a bunch of times. Some of the regulars here watching this know when I say this. That's my favorite piece of a solo I've ever written in my life. This one part right here. Just that. Nothing else. I just love that part right there. John Parson jumping in saying, Eric, when did you write this tune? That was back in, when did we release that? 2007, 8. We started writing it. And then released to probably 2009-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood. I forget, to be honest with you. But after 2005, because that's when we released Silence, that record. I'm going to do something right here. This is going to be kind of funny. I'm going to do an untraditional thing. I'm going to detune my guitar manually instead of using, the Variax in here. Okay, so here's the song. Nocturnal Butterfly's going to be surprised when I play this, because this was a song I wrote for her, and I've never played this on the air ever. And there's a reason for it, because the concept I had for the song, it was actually called Better Way. And it made it to our record called 5210, but it got changed completely. And, I'm not going to slag on the singer or anyone else in the band, because I could have, probably could have vetoed it, but it was, democracy rules, and I was outvoted on my own song. I wrote the entire song, but the lyrics and the whole theme of it. Hang on, I got to pause. Stephen S. did a $5 super chat. Says, for the Sweet Pizza app that I test drove on my Stomp the other day. Oh, thanks, Eric. I hope. Okay, we're back. Whenever I hear that jingle come through, whatever, then it messes up my audio. But thank you, Steven. I appreciate that. And a $5 super chat is very, very nice. He's talking about the Boston's Pizza Helix preset the other day. So very nice. Okay, so this song, it got totally ruined by the direction. When you write a kind of story and it goes one way and it gets taken the next. Well, we're going to take lyrics out of it. I'm just going to play the song. I really like how it goes. It goes like this. It's got a really nice clean part, and it builds up into a heavy kind of a really cool thing. So let's see what we think of it here. Should get check 1 2 1 2. My audio defaulted to the webcam mic, but we're good now. We're good. We should try. Let's try that on the Boston's Pizza preset, okay? Because we can use acoustic on that. How about that? Let's do that. Let's go back to Boston's Pizza. So sorry about the little problem with the audio there for a quick second. It's fixed. Here we go. Boston's Pizza. Here we are. There we go, try that. So there you go. And while we got this one acoustically here, I'll play another one of my songs that is not released yet. Turn this back up. And this one is called Rear View. I'm really messing that up. Let's try that again one more time. Something like that. Something like that. So before I jump over and play another song with some backing accompaniment, I want to tell you as well, too, Nocturnal Butterfly's got a really, really cool thing coming to her channel. She's going to be doing a bunch of cooking things, recipes first, and then demonstrating how to make them, and that kind of stuff's going to be a lot of fun, really simple and easy to follow and short, so we can blast through these videos and learn how to make some really, really cool dishes. So she's going to be doing a barbecue sauce one. tomorrow, and she's going to be making me some nice ribs. Looking forward to that greatly. So click on her name in the channel and jump over to her channel and subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and you can be in for some real treats. And plus, if you're people that like to grow, herbs and vegetables and things like that at home, she's got some great videos on how to do that as well too. So we're gonna maybe play one more song with this pretty guitar here. We're gonna rock it up, and then we're gonna try maybe some old PV Wolfgang stuff. Let's double check my tuning. Instead of tuning by ear, I'll tune by strobe. Got tuned to this camera so we can actually see the strobe tuner if we're lucky. There we are. Yeah, a little bit out. There we go. Every so close. We got it. Let's go try. See what we got. Rock and roll. This is going good. It's going good. All right. Back to the camera 2. There we go. Camera 2. Microphone off. There we go. What we're going to do here now, we're going to jump over from this guitar, and actually I'm plugged in right now to my Helix rack behind me. And I'm hooked up with the Line 6 VDI cable. It's a Variax digital interface cable. It looks like a network cable. And the cool thing is about this, I'm also plugged in. You can't see it behind me, but I'm using my Line 6 Helix, or I should say Relay G10 wireless, and it's plugged into the same Helix. So I can actually be running with this guitar into Helix with the Variax cable and grab another guitar like this bad boy right here, and I'm plugged already into the same Helix with it, and I'm going to use my wireless. Okay, 1 second, and we're going to try some I made a typo to Nocturnal. We're going to try some other stuff. Actually, you know what we should do? I'm going to mute my Helix for a second so I don't get that loud crack pop. I love this wireless system. And it's all in tune because I tuned it just before we went live. All right, see what we got. Let's see if we're in tune with it. Jason Wade, how you like the ebony fretboard? Love mine in a Wolfgang Special. I love the ebony fretboard. I go back to maple now, which was my favorite. I'm like, yeah, not so much. All right, let's try this. Let's go over here and let's do. Oh, here's a fun one. This is always a fun one. Here we go. JJ's House of Jams is jumping in. Hey. Paul Theriault. Nice, man. I'm going to change over to one of my other presets, which is a little bit bigger. Actually, you know what? I wonder if in my Steve from Boston preset, or my Boston's Pizza preset, I should say, I wonder if I have my pitchy tune. No, I don't have it on this one. Darn it. Let's go up a couple more. Right, hang on. Let's go back to the Van Halen test. Let's find that one because... Hang on a second. Maybe this one here. There we go. That works. All right. Here's one for you. Ready to rock? Here we go. We're going to kick this. We're going to kick the weekend. It's a weekend. It's long Easter weekend. We're going to kick it in the butt right now. Here we go. I'm going to turn up the octane on this one. Here we go. Mute. Would like to hear the stripper song. Let's do it. right, man, we got a couple other people jumping in here. Island Winder will be jumping off soon. I just wanted to do a test tonight, make sure everything was working, and I'm very, very happy with how everything is going. Very, very happy. Let's go backwards here a little bit. Brett McCord is here. I did say Lars Guitar. I'm not sure if I said hi to you. Hello again. Let me see here. Brad Miller. All the regulars. Fred Siegel is here. Nice to see you. E-Metal Madman. Thank you. Nice explaining. I appreciate that. Let me see what else we got here. I can maybe go over a couple more with you here, and I'm going to wrap up. I'm actually getting... let me see here. Oh, Island Wonder has a comment. Just got a new Wolfgang standard. It's addictive. Guitar loving the next... Loving it. The next, thinking about the next, getting a D-tuner for it. Not sure yet. Yeah, get a D-tuner for it for sure. You'll love it for sure. You can do all these kind of crazy things, and you go... Perfect. You'll love it to death. It's a great investment. So congratulations on your new Wolfgang, and I hope you really enjoy it. All right, let's see what else I've got that I haven't played for you here, and we'll get ready to wrap up here soon. Let's go back to a couple older ones here. Let me see here. Let's go back. Okay, we can do this one. I know Jason Wade likes this one. If Jason Wade is still live, or still in the live chat here, he'll like this one. Here we go. This one's called In the Sun. We had some of that today, which was great.
To
wrap up, there's a question from Will. He's asking if this is a roasted neck. So no, actually it's not. Take a look at this. This is a 1997 patent pending USA PV Wolfgang. You see the patent pending on the back. Look at the neck on this thing. It does look roasted, doesn't it? I mean, look at the neck. It's very dark from my hands. This guitar's had this guitar went all over Canada and into the States. Everything with me. Went back in the old touring days, like really touring days. Look at that. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of wood, isn't it? Just look at that. So it's not roasted. That's all bird's eye maple. That's just colored over the years. A lot of blood, sweat, tears, and beers. All right, we're going to try another one for you. We're going to try to play Touch. We're going to wrap up very, very soon. All right, this is working good. So there's the answer for Will.
into my circle. Come into my circle. Come into my circle. Come into my circle. Come into my circle.
That's always a fun one to play. Let's not sustain. I love that. Let's go back over to the chat here. Oh man, lots of comments from me. Lars Guitars, so much skill. Thank you. Terry says, this playing tonight where you're emphasizing your lead stuff more. But thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Got a couple left here. I'm sweating pretty good right now, which is a good thing. Terry says, come on, Eric, stop playing a bit. We'd like to talk with you, buddy. Okay, well, I'm here to talk. What else we got here as well, too? Brett McCord. I missed something from Nocturnal Butterfly. So, yeah, I think everything is working really, really good. I'm not seeing anything that I should be alarmed about. Let's jump back over here for a second. Alec Bourne says, I just love how he stays so calm with that little devil's grin. He's got... I try my best. I like this preset. This is nice. And the guitar is staying in tune nice tonight. It's pretty warm in here. A little bit too much reverb on that one. Actually, you know what? The reason why I've got that one so sparkly reverby, let's go back for a second. I got some really cool delays going on this one. This one's kind of cool if I do this. I don't have my timing down right. Try it again. Something like that. So, everyone ready for a nice weekend? It's gonna be nice long weekend. And believe it or not, too, I'm not a real talkative person. There's a news flash. You'd think I am. When I have guests on the show, I let them do all the work. I can't believe how much I'm sweating. Okay, let's jump back over here. No, actually, what you're hearing right now, Alec, is not the Boston Pizza thing. I'm now on... probably the one that you heard at the last time wasn't the Boston's Pizza. It was a different one. Just one of my other regular Helix presets. Just waiting for a message to come in. No, this isn't Boston Pizza. No. I'll play Boston's Pizza for you again once I can. I'll switch. Okay, here people are asking about the Boston's Pizza, which is up on Custom Tone. So if you go to Custom Tone, line6.com, click on Custom Tone, you can either click on Helix, or you can click on HX Stomp, and there's a version for both that I've made. And it features the Angle Meteor amplifier. It's the amplifier that I would have never tried. Let me go try to find it again. Here we go. And it came from two people, the inspiration for that amplifier. One, Carlo Santin, my good buddy here in Canada, one of our moderators on the channel. And also from Jen Majara from Evanescence. She was on my Helix Hour show a couple weeks back. If you haven't had a chance to see that, check it out. That's what she uses and endorses. And I just found I fell onto it by accident. That's it right there. That's Boston's Pizza. We can maybe even stand that one in a minute. I'm going to go back to the other clean window just for a second because I want to play. I'm going to try to attempt to play a pretty song here. Maybe we can do it on this one. Okay. All right, we're going to give this a try. I'm going to bring the Helix back a little bit. Okay. And here's a song called Shirley. I can make sure I get my little lead part right. There we go. I think I can do it. Wish me luck.
Okay, are you ready yet?
Okay, I'll go over some comments. So someone was just also asking if this patch preset was on custom tone, and yes, it is. I put this one up a long time ago. This one is called Eric Triple, so it gives you a nice clean tone at your head. Gives you the nice dirty tone, even a lead tone. So 3-channel, which is really nice. So that one is up there on custom tone right now, called Eric Triple. If you're looking for my other presets that are up there, they're under my name, which is Floyd Rose _5150. That's the easiest way to find me up there. And there's all kinds. I don't have a ton. I have probably between 6, maybe 8 of them up there. And I also have some really cool presets available as well, too, through my Patreon, which is patreon.com/evhgeartv. So let's go backwards a little bit. We can answer any questions, try my very best. Brett McCord, talking to Jason Wade. Alec Bourne, really nice tone. I appreciate that. Let me see here. JJ's House of Jam saying, awesome, man. Brett McCord, sounds like there's a little bit of delay. Might have been. You know, what I wanted to do earlier is I wanted to, when I was playing live, I wanted to mute my microphone and use my reference monitors. I've got some beautiful, beautiful PreSonus 8-inch monitors. They just sound so rich. But then I got to reach over here every time because it'd be playing so loud that I'd have to mute my microphone. God forbid if I had my mic live when I had the volume up, it would just be squealing like crazy in here. So I have to elect to use headphones. And these headphones, I really don't get the good mix through the phones. But, you know, it is what it is. They work and they isolate some of the sound in here as well, too. So, nice. So that was a question from Z Lee asking about the presets. Let me see here. And no problem, Terry. I'm here to answer any questions if you have questions for me. Let's go backwards a little bit. Thank you, Lars Guitar, for the beautiful comments. I appreciate that. Let me see here. Bobby Clipper. It says, damn, you just knocked the picture off the wall with that last song. Thank you so much. Nice, appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Brett says. How's it go? I kind of make that into one of my own songs. Play 3 Doors Down Kryptonite. I don't want to play too much. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Something like that. I used to do a long time ago. And that's, you know, it's really funny. You know, years ago, a couple years ago, you know, I get the odd little comment, you know, on my videos. People are like, oh, man, you're playing your own music. You play your own music too much. Well, look who's laughing now. Everyone in their next door neighbor is getting copyright strikes. And here I am. Playing my music with a smile on my face. So there you go. Someone is in chat. I got to see who is that. Let me see. Okay, 1 second. Okay. All right, go back up. Motor City Axeman is here. Let me see here. So if anyone's got any questions for me, fire them off. I'd be more than happy to try and answer them. And I don't know everything, right? So I answer what I can. If I don't have answers for you, I'll find out. Jump back. We're probably only going to play another song or two, and we'll wrap up for the evening. I'm just really happy looking at all my numbers on the screen right now. Everything is working really, really well. I'm very happy with this tonight. Looks like we're back in business. Sounds cool. Go backwards a little bit here. Okay, Terry has a question. Let's go find out what Terry's question is. What is my live rig, and do you use... That's from Terry Himes. Eric, what is your live rig? Do you use the Variax on gigs? So, first of all, I don't gig anymore. That will probably change in the somewhere not too far off future. Maybe in a couple of years I might get back into it, but I haven't played a professional gig now. I'm 50 years old this last year, and I played since I was 15 years old, and from about 17 years old as a professional musician, up until 2012. And at 2012, I quit. And the last time, I'll switch to the other screen over here for a second. My last rig consisted of that. That's the EVH 5150 300 watt head, 412. I had another 412 cabinet, and it was strictly all tube and pedals and all that good stuff. And then I retired, and then back in about 2017, I'm going to say about 2017, that's when I discovered Helix. And then it changed my life, and that's all I'm doing now is using modeling stuff. As you can see, I'm using, well, you can't see what I'm using Line 6 Helix, but you can also see the power cabs. I've got a power cab there. If I can move out of the way, one right there as well too. So I'm running those in stereo. And what I used to do sometimes is run the 5150 dead center for like a nice dry, dry tube tone, and then use power cabs left and right for the wet tone. But now I'm just strictly all modeling, and I'm just running. What I'm running tonight is Line 6 right into my mixer, which is a PreSonus 16 channel mixer, and that's it. So let me kind of rephrase that question he asked again too. So do I use a Variax on gigs? No. But when I get back into gigging, yes, I will for sure, because I could bring out one guitar and pretty much play the entire night. Any tuning, any kind of guitar sound I want. I can get a Stratocaster, a Telecaster, a Les Paul. I can get a big acoustic guitar. I can get a banjo. I can get a resonator. There's the sky is the sky's the limit what you can do with that guitar. So yeah, so I will be using that for sure. And what I'll probably be doing is, because I am planning on it, I'm going to go back and do it again just for some fun on some weekends, make a couple bucks here and there, and just have some fun and keep the chops up. I will bring a Variax. I'll probably still bring a real guitarist, like a real, like a traditional magnetic pickup guitar. I'll bring one of those, and I'll bring a Helix, and I'll bring one power cap. Maybe if I want to spoil myself and bring two, maybe we'll see, but I only really need the one, and I'll run right out to the front of the house, and I'll just use my power cap as my monitor. So hopefully that answers the question for you. Okay, I'm going to mention here, say, okay, just a nocturnal. She's, when you get back into gigging. Let me see here. And Jason Wade, okay, hang on, let's go back for a second. A couple other questions as well, too. Great that you finally have the ability to come up with great music. Thank you. Alec Bourne, do you def on the Variax? You got the 2.5, 2.7, 2.5. I don't like baritone guitars. So what Alec is asking if I'm using the short scale or the long scale guitar, and I'm using the short scale for sure. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to that guitar for a second. I'm just gonna mute my Helix so I can pull out the wireless here, so I don't make that poppy noise. So this is one he was referring to here. This is the SR250 Shuriken Variax. I love this guitar. Ebony fretboard, one pickup, kind of like kind of an homage to Eddie Van Halen. Not that I'm sure it was designed to his kind of stuff or anything like that, but it's kind of a nice standard one pickup guitar, and the neck just feels so nice on it. So I'll be using this guitar a lot. And Jason says, do you ever use the drop pedal from Digitech before you got the Variax? No, I did not, and I do want to get one of those. I'm going to probably pick up one of those just because there's sometimes where you want to use a different tuning, whatever, and maybe I want to use it on one of the other guitars, right, on the Wolfgangs or some of my other guitars. So I definitely want to get that pedal. It's a good one for sure. I see a lot of people using it, and I think it's great. Which company made the best Wolfgang model? That is a real tough question, Scott. Each of them are so different. Now, I've never owned the Ernie Ball Music Man. I've played a few. They're beautiful guitars as well too. I think the overall look and I don't know, just the actual finishes and the wood types that they use. I think maybe the Ernie Ball had kind of, that's not a Wolfgang, but that model of the guitar. I think it was one of the prettier looking ones. Playability, it's a toss-up between the PVs. I mean, some of the old PVs, like the one I was just playing, is beautiful. I've got a nice... let me see if I can show you the other one here, too. Actually, I might knock something over. But you've seen me play the Amber Hardtail USA PV Wolfgang. It's a beautiful guitar as well, too. Then you look at the Fender brand under EVH Gear. Everything from the standards to the specials to the USA, the models. They really make nice guitars. But they all play a little different. So it's what I may say is the best is maybe not your best. Play them all. Go into some local music stores, and sometimes you have to look for the used ones, obviously with PV and stuff like that. But give them all a play and see what you think. And Brett says you can get so much sound with modeling without carrying a ton of pedals. I know, like literally every pedal that I've ever had, and some I still have, I've kind of found the modeling sound of them inside Helix. I've got the EVH wah that I love. I've also got one that's modeled after that Vox V847 or V846, whatever. I forget the model number on that one. 847, I think. I've got the EVH flanger sound in here. I've got pretty close to the EVH phaser. I mean, it would take a real discriminating ear to tell the difference. And, you know, if you really said you could tell a difference, on a given day, I think we'd be fibbing. It's pretty darn close, especially in a mix. You'd never know what it is. You just hear phase and you'd say, oh, that sounds pretty close. JJ says, Eric, what is your Helix volume knob at? I have it on full for Unity, so you go stereo out to the mixer, not USB direct. Yeah, I am pretty much, it is back on full back there. Very hard to see where my thumb is, but it's on full blast back there as well. So it's Unity gain, and I don't go out USB to the, and matter of fact, it is hooked up USB to my computer right now, but I only use that for HX edit, so I can, if I want to do some of the software changes, and you know, instead of reaching back over there and changing some stuff, I can do that. But I'm running out 1/4 inch output stereo to my mixer, and then off to you guys and girls in YouTube land. So it gives you that. Where's my sound? Let's go back to that nice acoustic for a minute. I'll just noodle in some acoustic while I answer questions. How about that? Yeah, where were we at? Let's go back to our Big Martin. I really like this preset, to be honest with you. Well, I actually had a Cathedral preset, too. I haven't finished it yet. Try switching cameras. There we go. I need my distortion preset for that. But I can't play it very well anyways. It's work in progress. Let's go back to the Big Martin preset. Where'd we go on that one? There we go. There we go. Awesome. Motor City Actman says, I'm struggling to make a decision between a Helix and the Fractal. That is something I've never played the... which camera? This camera. I've never played the Fractal. I hear a million good things about them. I know somebody who can really play one that sounds great is my friend Mark Day, who actually works at Fractal. I forget what his actual title is, but he's one of the big wigs here at Fractal, and he makes it sound like $1 million. If you guys want to discover a really great player with a great tone, if you haven't already seen his videos, look up Mark Day, M-A-R-K-D-A-Y, on YouTube, and he does all kinds of solos, like from, you know, Journey to, he's even done some Van Halen. He's done all kinds of crazy stuff, and he's got one of the most feather light touches on the guitar. And he told me this technique. Might sound crazy, but he's got this technique when he plays. It looks just so effortless. Like, and he's actually really doing some intricate stuff, but it's making it look easy. And he used to actually practice close to a table. So picture this hand here as a table, and he would have it very close, so he didn't have room to move his fingers. And that's just the way he kind of adapted this technique. And you watch him play, and he's just kind of like this, and there's not a lot of crazy hand movement, but it's so fluid. One of my favorite players in the world, and I guess I got off on a tangent, but he uses Fractal and makes it sound amazing. I don't think I've ever heard a person play one that makes it sound bad. I just have not tried one yet. And, you know, if a buddy brought one over sometime, you know, and said, you know, can I plug in your Fractal? I would do it and I would try it. But I'm so happy in my world of Helix. I'm not saying it's better either. Just it's really, really makes me happy. Really, really does. So Terry's mentioning he has a Variax, and I'm going to come back and see a couple other questions. I'm going to answer these out of order. Terry says, I have an older Variax, not the latest, but used it on live gigs. Love it. Had guitar players come from the back room and ask me what Les Paul I was playing. Showed them the Variax, and they were shocked. That's very cool. That's a good compliment, because if you're getting guitar players saying, man, what are you using for a Les Paul, and it convinced them, then that's great. That's very cool, Terry. I also have another one off to the side. You probably can't see it at the moment. If I go back to this camera, it's probably not on frame. Yeah, it is. Right there. I'm moving my finger right there. That is the Line 6 JTV 89F, with the Floyd Rose model on it. So that's really cool. I like that one a lot. And that one is with 10 gauge strings on it right now. I'm jumping it down to 9 gauge like this one. I was afraid to go down to 9 gauge strings because I just did not know how they would react with the Variax electronics. And as you can hear here, sounds pretty nice. I was worried that the gauge being a little thinner would not respond and work really well with the piezo pickups And I was completely wrong. It was. Don't let anyone ever tell you that. I can imagine maybe my top 3 strings, like because it'd be 9, 11, and 16. They're a little thinner. So I find sometimes the string volume can be a little weaker. A little tiny bit, but you could compensate in that. You could always bring the string levels up or down through HD Workbench or through your Variax as well too. So there's always kinds of ways to compensate for that. So thank you for sharing that story with me, Terry. And Alex says, will this be available in replay on YouTube later? Got a new Variax guy who would love to see this. Yes, it will. Yes, I'll keep it up there forever. It'll be there for immediate viewing forever after. And Brett says, is that an EMG pickup? Looks like it, doesn't it? No. Can I try to show the pickup? No, and it's a passive pickup as well too. It's Line 6 proprietary pickup. I don't know what it is. They call it a mid to high gain pickup. And my ears detect it to not to be a mid to high gain pickup. I honestly feel it's a lower gain pickup. And when I first played a power chord on this guitar, I was kind of like, oh, and not necessarily in a good way. And I'll explain, like, don't let me sell you the wrong way here. I was shocked because I'm used to playing these Wolfgangs with 16K output or whatever they are, 14, 16K. I forget the actual output, but they're hotter than heck. And I played this one, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm liking this. And then I started fooling with some different amplifiers, like the Boston's Pizza, and I had this preset. I just love how full it is, and I'm starting to actually fall in love with low gain pickups. Listen how much you're hearing a little bit of string clack from the microphone here too, but listen how full the sounds. You hear everything, and so I'm starting to really, really fall in love with low gain pickups, and I think this would be considered one. Sounds pretty nice. Continue down. Let me see here. So, Motor City Axeman, play both. Play all of them. Go, and you know what? You owe it to yourself to try the Kemper, try Helix, try Head Rush, try all of them, and then watch some videos on YouTube. Watch all the reviews on everybody, and watch multiple reviews. Don't just watch one guy. Just like me, I don't ask people or expect people to watch something I do and say this is great, and then rush off the store and buy it because I said it's really cool. Watch my opinion, watch a couple other people's, and then maybe take an average. 2 out of the 3 guys said the Helix sounds good, or 5 out of 6 guys said the Kemper sounds good. So, and then form your own decision from there, but try them all. Let me see here. Brett McCoy says, I love that harmonic sound. Helix can do anything. For sure, that's what Lars' guitar is saying. Yeah, I agree. Nocturnal had to let the dogs out. That's pretty good. I didn't even hear them actually barking, so that's pretty good. And Lars says 9s and everything. And Brett says, I like passive pickups. Yeah, I'm not a real active fan. I had a PRS Theriault at one time that had the Zach Wild set, the 81 and 85, I think it was. And that was a cool guitar. It had a Floyd Rose on it, which was neat. And I used it on one of my songs in the solo in one of the records. But that's all I really used it for. And I used it live a little bit. But it was a 24-fret guitar. And at the time, I was scared, crapless of 24-fret guitars. This is a 24-fret guitar. And that other one, the JTV-89F, is a 24-fret as well too, and I'm scared with 24-fret. I don't like a 21-fret guitar, and I did not normally like a 24-fret guitar. It's almost like it was this road I drove my entire life. It had 22 frets, or 22 stops on my road I would travel, and anything else I was lost and I needed a map. And without joking, it's almost like I'm playing on a 24-fret guitar, and where am I going? But then now I'm starting to realize if I want to get up in the 22nd fret. It's so easy to access now on a 24-fret guitar. It's right here. Right there. So that's kind of a cool thing too. So, but I'd never liked the 24-fret, and I never liked active pickups. And that guitar had both. So that's kind of cool. Terry Heim says, Variax Workbench. Yes, I created the tuning to make my Variax into a bass guitar. Very nice. Very interesting what you can do with tunings and such. Yes. And actually, when I first got this guitar, it goes to show you how human we all are and how human I am for making mistakes. I literally messed this guitar completely up. I was in Variax Workbench, and I'm not the best. I'm not as skilled in Workbench as I am with Helix stuff. With Helix HX Edit or in the Power Cab editor and things like that, I know my way around there pretty good. But with Workbench, I'm a little rusty on. And I was creating an Eddie Van Halen tuning, which he uses. Eddie's tuning is kind of crazy. Now, he's down a half step, and then his top 3 strings are kind of crazy out of tune. I don't know the exact tuning, but I think the high E is about -9 cents out of tune. A couple of other strings are like that as well too. So if you had put on a strobe tuner, it's gonna be out of tune. But it's done on purpose that way. So I was trying to create that tuning, upload it to my guitar, and I totally ruined it. So I had to reset the guitar back to factory, and I was kind of embarrassed. I felt silly, but you know what? I thought I'd share that story because it can happen to anybody. So that's one of the nice things. You mess something up computer-wise, you just reset it. How many times have people had to, if you have a problem with your guitar, how many times do you hear the guitar player or the technician say, "Did you reboot it? Did you reboot your guitar? Reboot your guitar, it'll fix everything." Terry GG&G will get a kick out of that, being a computer guy. Is your guitar messing up? Reboot it. There is that Boston's Pizza. I love this tone. Cool. Oh geez. Jason says the power. I don't know if I can play that one. I still don't have it saved. You know what? And I unplugged the hard drives again. I don't have that one on the drive, I don't think, Jason. That is a cool song, though. Jason's talking about it. I'll play a couple riffs of it. It goes like this. The main riff goes. Oh, has it? No, sorry. And then the rhythm guitar goes. And then there's a little Iron Maiden riff in there that kind of goes. It's not Iron Maiden, but it sounds like it. Then it goes like this. That's pretty much the power, but it's not doing it really good in context. So I don't have all my other stuff behind it. It's one track of mine I don't have on my drive here yet. And Scott, yeah, a little bit like Iron Maiden, Wasted Years, just slightly different. Damn it! I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna do this just for Jason. Let me see here. All right, if my stream crashes, it's Jason's fault because I'm plugging in an external device right now. We're going to try this. Bear with me because I think I might be able to do it a little bit. And there's a really cool tapping part in there too. Let me see. So check this out. If I go to my clean channel, bear with me for a second. One sec. There, triple. Let's get rid of the acoustic. So I do a thing like this. I have to remember it. So the little leaper, I'm doing it. So I'm tapping it. There you go. I might actually remember it. Let's see what happens. This would be pretty cool. All right. Bear with me here. Maybe we can do it. It's probably not even the right drive. So talk amongst yourself for a quick second. Okay, you know what? It's the other drive. It's my Mac backup. That's a mixer. Mac backup. Don't. And a lot. No good. Still got audio? Yep. Check 1 2 1 2. 1 second. Audio still good? We're good? Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, Jason. No good on this one. I am not getting my... Where is that? Last try. Just to see if my drive isn't showing up. What a shame, too. It would have been a good way to end the stream. I need to put that on. You know what? Let me see if I had it on my Dropbox. Do I have it? Oh, it'd be so nice if I had it. The power. Finding core? No. Okay, hang on. Mac backup is back. I got it. Okay, here we go. Finding core albums. Okay. I'm going to get it. I know I am. Let me see. Finding core. Audio. All right, here we go. This is just for Jason. I hope this was worth it. I hope this is worth it. Okay, I'll do my best. And I need a whammy bar in this one, but we're gonna go without one anyways. All right, here we go. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this a couple times. I'm going to try playing some of the rhythm, then I'll go back and I'll play some of the leads. It's a pretty cool song, recorded back in 1991 on a Tascam 244 Porter Studio. So here we go. messed that last part up. So it's and that's my version of a polka. Whoop. So I actually got the tapping part not too bad. It was not horrible. That is the power. All right, there you go, Jason. That's for you. Alec Bourne is on fire. Terry says, anyone still have reel-to-reel recorders? Still love the analog. Maybe I'm just too old school. I would love to have one just to record some stuff. For sure. Throw some stuff on an analog tape would be great. In just one sec. Now let me see here. Let's say one second here. It's texting Nocturnal. If I can type correctly. All right, you know what? What can we try here for fun? Just wrap it up. We will end the stream here in a second, right where we started off. Says really good. You're not even using the string wraps, Eric. No problems with all artifacts. No, like what he's referring to is kind of like the artificial noises that the piezo pickups can. can bring. And I'm going to get some of those string wraps. I do want some. They go above the nut, or you can put them right on the frets if you want as well too. They'll take away some of the artificial notes, but I think it sounds pretty good. So I just want to remind you as well too. Thank goodness too that Nocturnal Butterfly reminded me. We are back tomorrow. So with this stream tonight has proven to me that we're back in business. Sorry for any of those that hoped I was out of business, but we're back in business. We're back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, with the return of Blues Saraceno. Blues does not do interviews very often, and I remember having him on the show a long time ago, and got a few comments from some people in the industry saying, dude, congrats, because Blues doesn't do too many interviews, and he gave us a really, really good one. So he's back tomorrow night, back with the Blues. Not very good at the blues. Jason White says, I hope Eric Jr. feels better soon. Thank you so much for the YouTube concert tonight. Enjoy the holiday weekend. See you tomorrow night for sure. And I hope he does feel better too. He just needs a lot of sleep, and he got a lot of sleep today. Just a sore throat and cold, and he gets him more than he should. The colds and sore throats and stuff like that. But he's resting, and as you know, when it comes to colds and things like that, that's the only thing you can do. It's boring, but you just got to sleep it off. So I think he'll be good in the morning. We'll keep our fingers crossed for him. But I will pass on the well wishes to him for sure. We're going to wrap up with saying thank you to everybody right now. So this is great. This was a really long stream too. But I think it was worth it in the long run because I'm looking at numbers here, and my test was a success. So very cool. And I appreciate everyone jumping in, some new faces and our regular faces. I appreciate all of this for sure. Tune in. Don't forget, 9 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night with Blue Saraceno. 6 p.m. Pacific. We're going to have lots of fun. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. And the last few people are going to go through here and say goodbye again to everybody. Scott Connor, my beautiful Nocturnal Butterfly. Please check out her channel. It'd be worth it for you to do so. Click her name, the little dots beside her name. Go to her channel, subscribe to her, and post notifications. And she's going to be giving you some mouth-watering food recipes that even someone like myself could probably make in the kitchen, as long as I don't burn the kitchen down. But check it out. It's worth it for sure. Not to mention the other cool stuff she has on her channel as well, too. Lars Guitar, Sonia, Brett McCord, Jason Wade, Alec Bourne. Great seeing you guys back. Haven't seen Eric this happy in a while. Thanks, Nocturnal Butterfly. Say hi to Eric Jr. Yes, I'm in a good mood tonight. This feels really, really good. I'm going to go change my wet clothes and go hang out with Nocturnal now. She's not going to like the smell that's coming off this body right now. Whew, not good. Mark Taylor, Todd, a.k.a. Soul. Wally in the Box, and Brad Miller. All right, guys and girls, love you so much. Thanks so much for spending a real long time with us tonight. You made the stream a success. It's all your positive vibes that got this internet working, that plus the cable guys. But it made it a good show tonight. Thanks so much. Barefoot Mode, great stream, American Knock. I appreciate that so very much. Todd, jamming, and I'm late. No problem. Go back and watch the stream and jam along with. I do it with all these guys and girls streams out there as well too. Just kind of jam while everyone's talking. It's a lot of fun, and it's the inspiration, right? All right, see you real soon. Until next time, cheers.
Hey, you're still here? Eric Jr. here, reminding you to check out our full lineup of quality merch. Available right now in the Broadstash Boutique. Quality products and fast shipping. Visit broadstash.com today.
I am now on Patreon. If you enjoy my content and wish to support my channel and what I do, then please check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/evhgeartv.
Your support assures the continued growth of this channel and a fun community in which to share our love for Van Halen, music gear, and much more.
My name is Eric, and I play Wolfgang guitar.
Video production services provided by Design39 Media. Visit design39media.com for all your website, photography, and video production needs. Microphones for EVH and Gear TV are provided by Rode Microphones, and official Van Halen merchandise is provided by VanHalenStore.com.